my name is and I'm going to bring you a 10-minute chair holy yoga class today. So what you're going to need is a sturdy chair. So find something in your house that you can sit on comfortably. And you want to sit up nice and tall, preferably away from the back of the chair. And bring your feet hip distance apart, toes straight forward, and allow your arms to just rest comfortably on your legs. And you can turn your palms upward here. Allow your head to come back a little bit. And then lengthen upward as if there was a string on the back of your head and it's pulling you upward here. Okay, so finding good posture, you can close your eyes if you'd like, or you can just keep your eyes open, but I want you to just connect with your breath. So taking a few deep inhales, and as you inhale, let the belly come out. And then as you exhale, let the belly sink in. And if you're not quite sure how you're breathing, if the belly's moving with what I'm saying, you can place one hand on your belly. Again, as you inhale, let the belly come out. And as you exhale, allow the belly to come in. In John 5, we read about Jesus healing a man who had been crippled for many, many years. And he says to that man, pick up your mat and walk. And so today, that's the invitation that I offer to you, that God is waiting. He might be calling you to do some type of an action, and maybe that action is doing this class right here. To start moving a little bit more, and not that you're fearful that you're going to be hurt as you do it, or fear of pain as you do it, but just being gentle with yourself and stepping out of maybe your comfort zone and seeing if healing is on the other side for you. Maybe you can't do all the things that we're going to do today, but maybe there's a few. And even a few things is going to bring healing to your body. So take a few more breaths and just allow the belly to continue to flow in and out. And then we're going to use the breath with movement. So as you inhale, we're going to take our arms up. We're going to allow the chin to come up. And as you exhale, I'm going to drop the chin towards your chest, arms coming at your sides. So moving with your own unique rhythm of breath. And now the next time that your hands come down, we're going to take them down towards our toes. So big reach up. And then we're going to take it down towards our toes. I'm going to pause here for a moment. And then I'm going to have you take your hands onto your knees and gently press in the palms of your hands to bring yourself back up. Okay, so big inhale, taking it up. Exhale, taking it all the way down, pausing here for a moment. And then hands on the knees, coming up. So we're going to add to that a little bit. So inhale up with this next one. Take it down. Hands coming to the knees, we're going to come up. And then we're going to tuck our tailbone under, and we're going to round back, allowing the chin to come towards your chest. And then coming up. Big inhale, reach up. Come all the way forward. Hands coming to the knees, pressing yourself up. And then taking and tucking the tailbone, rounding yourself back. And then coming back up to our starting position. So from here, I want you to start to walk your feet and knees together. Press the knees together slightly. And as you do that, you might notice that your belly engages a little bit. So keeping the knees together, we're going to twist to one side, turning your head to look over your shoulder. And then we're going to come back to the front, and we're going to twist to the other side. Good. Coming center, allow the feet to come back to hip distance apart. We're going to take the left hand onto the side of our chair. Opposite arm is going to reach up. You can gaze to look up if you want. And then we're going to lean over. So holding here, making sure that as you hold this pose, you're not holding the breath with it. And then coming down. Other side, reaching up. And then reaching over. And then coming up. We're going to get into some warriors in a little bit, but some of your hips might not be ready to start with a warrior right away. So we're going to take and grab a knee, and we're going to start to make a really big circle. So pulling that knee in towards your chest, dropping it out to the side and down as fully as you can. And then we're going to take and go the other direction. And then we'll switch it up to the other side. So as you're doing this, think about your posture. We talked about it a little bit in the beginning of this video, but sitting up really tall is, again, if someone had a string and they were pulling your head up, and then go the other direction. Good. Bring that knee and then release it down. So from here, we're going to take this right leg, we're going to take it out to the side. So that right leg is in about a 90-degree angle, and your toes are going to face towards the side. The opposite leg is going to step back. Okay, so for some of you, this might be a really big stretch in the hips. So to alleviate that a little bit is maybe you turn those toes outward. If you can turn them straight, that's fine, or maybe even turn them in a little bit, but you find what works for you. And this leg is going to be as straightened as much as you can. Hips here are actually going to shine straight forward. Okay, so our tendency is to have the hips kind of shift towards the side, but we want to bring it straight forward here. You're going to feel the stretch happening right here in the legs. So this is our foundation for our warriors. And then we're going to add the arms to it. So arms coming straight out, palms facing up, and you begin to reach through the fingertips. Allow the thumbs to come back a little bit, shoulders relax down. So just holding and breathing here. So if you think you always have to be moving, it's not always the case. Sometimes we just need to be still, and just be quiet, and just connect with the breath that the Lord gives us each and every day. And then sometimes God calls us to move or to act, and that's exactly what he did with this man in John 5. So we're going to move into just a little bit of a flow sequence. So our left hand's going to come down, our right arm's going to reach up. And then we're going to take this right arm, the front leg, opposite arm reaches over. So it's just a movement here. We're going to inhale as we reach back, and then exhale as we come forward. Again, finding your own rhythm of breath here as you move. Now the next time that your arm comes onto the front leg, let's keep it there. And just continue to reach over. Good, and then take that down. From here, we're going to walk both feet over to the right side. So make sure that you're on your chair solid, and you can grab onto the back edge of it. So you do kind of want to bring this outside hip bone off of the chair. It'll give you more mobility to get into these poses. So we're going to take and step the outside leg back. Okay, and you can bring it in and kind of just work that a little bit, stepping it back and bringing it in. And then eventually we're going to bring this leg back and we're going to keep it there. So now as you do that, it's really easy to bend into this knee. So I want you to fully extend it, trying to take the bend out of the knee. The heel is going to press away. So if you're really tight in the front part of your body, this is going to be really difficult for you. So there's lots of different variations as we're here. You could just be right here and this is enough for you. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, maybe you take your outside arm up. Or maybe you take both arms up. Or maybe you add a little bit of a movement back into it. So whatever variation you choose, make sure that you're breathing while you're here. Good, and then as you release the arm down, you're going to take this top part of your foot and you're going to drop it down towards the floor. Just going to just stretch out that top part. Make sure that as you do that, the heel's not rolling out or inward here, but it's just right in line with the toes. Good, and then coming up. Come back to the center for a moment. I want you to just come back to sitting up tall, taking a few breaths. Just notice how you feel from one side to the other now. Maybe one side feels a little taller, a little longer. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So stepping the leg out, opposite leg comes long. You can turn those toes either out or in a little bit depending upon where you're at. Arms come straight up, palms up, shoulders are soft. Just holding and breathing here. So each breath is bringing renewal to your body, to the very cells of your body, to the blood of your body, and it's strengthening you. And then let's add some flow to that. So one hand coming down, reaching back, and then taking and reaching over. And exhaling back, and inhaling it forward. And a couple more times, just flowing. And the next time that you come forward, take it, hold it there, reaching through the fingertips, and reaching that heel away. And then taking that down, you're going to come towards the side. Take this outside leg, step it back. And then maybe step it up a few times here just to open up the front side of the hip. And then eventually take it back, press the heel away. As you do that, you want to start to bring this hip forward a little bit, because what's going to happen is this hip's going to want to draw back. Again, trying to bypass the stretch here. So try to square your hips straight to the side, and then extend the legs fully. And then bring whatever arm variation you want into it, whether it's one arm or both arms or no arms. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Good, and then as you release down here, top side of the foot, rest down here. And then as you come up, turning back towards the center, coming into our nice tall posture, we're going to take our head back a little bit again so that our ears are right over our shoulders, toes are straight forward. We're going to let one ear drop towards the side. So as you do that, whichever way that the ears are dropped, you're going to take the opposite arm out. You're going to turn your palm upward. What you're going to do is you're going to move this arm just slightly. Maybe move it down or maybe move it back or out a little bit until you find a stretch where it radiates all the way from the jaw through the neck and maybe into the upper shoulder a little bit. And allowing that hand to come down, drop your chin towards your chest. And then head coming up, drop it to the other side. Taking your arm out. Again, maybe moving that arm a little bit till you find that spot where you feel the most sensation. And then letting the arm release, chin coming towards your chest. And then head coming up. So next inhale, take and reach up. Exhale, take it down. We're going to end with 3 more breaths, and then that's our 10-minute class for today. So as you inhale, sweep up, drawing in faith, and exhaling it down. Next breath, drawing in hope. Hope that God has something more for you. And last breath, inhaling, sweeping up God's love. And then bringing your hands down. Thanks for joining me today.